then we start talking about putting clauses in. I said, well, what about a nudity clause? She said, that's a low-budget film. I'm not taking my clothes off for a low-budget film. And I thought, my God, she's far more ahead than I was. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't have thought that way at all. But she was okay with nudity, but she wasn't going to do it for nothing, you know. And I thought, well, that's a more modern take on the whole deal.
Yeah, because again, when you read the cuttings about you, I mean, Playboy been pursuing you for 15 years or more, 20 years.
But you know, kids don't think that you existed before they did. So anything to do with sex, even their coming into being, even, you know, sex with their father, they don't want to think that it happened. Yes. So they consider sex even, you know, when Alfie came out with Jude, you know, and there's no real sex in that. But even kissing, they're like, oh my God, do you have more sex in this one too? You know? And I said, no, we just kissed. Oh, well, oh, yeah, oh. And when they saw my tribute at Lincoln Center, I kind of forced them to go, because they, for the longest time, just thought I worked in a trailer. You know, they were showing, I sat there and I suddenly realized, oh my God, you know, they're going to show film clips that had never entered my mind. And it was a really big deal. And I thought, well, it'll be tasteful. But there's a little bit of sex. And every time I looked over, I think my one son was like 12 and the other one was 11, 10 or something. And I'd look over and my older one would be going, and the little one would just be laughing. And so at the end, I said, well, what did you think? And the older one said, you know, did it never occur to you that you might have children? And the younger one, I said, well, what did you think, Miles? And he said, it was great, Mom, but scarring.